I made this video for a tribute to Ravi, and I'll keep it and I'll keep it short. When I was about 17, 18, started listening to RZIM before high school, before I graduated. So it's impacted me because I was a critical thinker and how to defend my faith. As when I got into college, I remember I was in a debate one time, and I remember the arguments that Ravi was making in one of his videos. And because of that, it introduced me to other Christians in that college. Eventually, I ended up becoming the president of the Christian Council, and it was the time when Nabil was also with RZIM, and we called to be able to get a speaker to come. It was either going to be Nabil or Ravi, but at the end, my school canceled it. I forget why, but it's always impacted me. I've been a supporter of RZIM and its ministries, a giving, and I urge all those Christians, those that believe, if you can give, support this ministry. It does amazing work and gets Christians to think critically. And thank you, Ravi, for your service. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for the cause of Christ in the secular world, in the universities, in the entertainment business. Thank you. And we ask God that He gives you enough time for your family, for yourself. And if there's any departing messages that you have for us, I hope that comes public and it gets around. And for the rest of us, I just ask that we continue to pray for Ravi and his family. Thank you.
What's up, guys? So I think it's really important in life to have heroes, and especially in the faith. And one of my heroes of the faith is a man named Ravi Zacharias. And he's not doing very well. And so I would, one, like to ask you to be praying for him. And two, I know Ravi has inspired me and millions of people around the world. And so if he's someone that has inspired you, I would like for you to please write a sweet caption on this and please mention how he has changed your life, because I would love to be able to show this to him and his team. And I'm just so grateful for Ravi and his life and our friendship and everything that he has helped and mentored me in. And I just want to share so many of these stories, how he's touched your life, how he's touched my life, to be able to encourage him before he goes home to his forever home with his Heavenly Father. But if you believe like me that he has he's been an absolute inspiration, a hero of the faith, and he will definitely be in the Hall of Faith. And we're just so grateful for his life, for his impact, for his ministry. And would you please write a little bit of your story so that we can share it with him to encourage him in this time, and his entire sweet, wonderful family and his amazing ministry. We love them so much. So please be praying for them, and please share a comment. God bless you guys.
I'm an Indian by birth, born in the southern city of Chennai, where the language is Tamil, and raised in the northern city of Delhi, where the language is Hindi. India has many major languages. My dad was from even a different state, Kerala, where the language is Malayalam, which I never got to learn, but Tamil is okay for me. Hindi, I'm quite fluent. But there's always somebody for whom it is new. The old story of Holmes and Watson on a camping trip, remember? And they were sound asleep, and after some excessive amount of liquid refreshment, woke up in the middle of the night, and Holmes looks at Watson, nudges him and says, "Watson, look up, what do you see?" And Watson says, "I see stars and more stars." Holmes says, "What does that tell you, Watson?" He said, well, astronomically, it tells me that there are millions of galaxies and potentially billions of planets. Astrologically, it tells me that Saturn is in Leo. Orologically, it tells me that it's about 2:45 in the morning. Meteorologically, it tells me that tomorrow will probably be a beautiful day. Theologically, it tells me that this is a vast universe and we are just a tiny part of the great whole. Why, Holmes, what does it tell you? He says, Watson, you idiot, somebody has stolen our tent.
Just remember that the book of Romans was instrumental in the conversion of both Wesley and a powerful treatment in the life of Luther. This has been a masterful thesis, beginning with the concept of man's lostness, and ironically, he sends it to the city which epitomized the glory of civilization. Everybody knew Rome was not built in a day. Rome was the city to which all roads led. It was the dream of the culture that someday they could enter the streets of Rome. In fact, what Mecca is to the Muslim, what the river Ganges is to the Hindu, what Jerusalem is to the Jew, Rome was to the cultured pagan. He wanted to be there for the pompousness and the glory of Rome, etched in marble, carved in all kinds of concrete, symbolized the ambitions of man, glory to man in the highest, the only one worthy of worship, he thought. Paul wastes no time in getting to the heart of the matter and reminding the Christians in Rome that until they understand the heart of man, they will never understand the justification by faith.
Years ago, somebody penned these words that I'd like to read for you. It goes like this. First, dentistry was painless, then bicycles were chainless, and carriages were horseless, and many laws enforceless. Next, cookery was fireless, telegraphy was wireless, cigars were nicotineless, and coffee caffeineless. Soon oranges were seedless, the putting green was weedless, the college boy was hatless, the proper diet fatless. New motor roads are dustless, the latest steel is rustless, our tennis courts are sodless, our new religion godless. That struggle of trying to explain life having lost all points of reference is really the struggle one has to deal with if we choose to live our existence without any transcendent ontic point of reference. Either we go inwards or we go laterally. We find no point of testing what really defines the most critical questions of life. If matter and chemistry is all I am, I'm locked in. I cannot break free. To be totally objective, I'm under the stranglehold of this determinism. There's no way to break free of determinism. Philosophers keep saying that. Even I heard Hawking, in fact, lecture on this in 1990 at the Lady Mitchell Hall in Cambridge. Is man determined or free? And he lectured for about 30 minutes with his pre-prepared notes, and his conclusion was, yes, man is determined. He cannot come to any other conclusion. But since we don't know what is determined, said he, we may as well not be. So my advice is, don't take either your praise or your criticism too seriously. Give the praise to God and put the criticism down to a weak DNA, and someday you can move on to it. So, yeah.